Welcome to All About TRH, aka All About the Truth. On today's episode, we cover all the latest hot topics of the week. Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
Happy Tuesday. Oh, Wednesday. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Gosh, the
We've had a
days.
late week, late start to the week this week.
I know. Yeah, we totally have. Well, I have to tell everyone what happened this weekend to us. So, Chantel actually had all our cousins over at her house, that she got, and no one's seen it yet or whatnot. So, Saturday night, she told everyone to be at her house at 8 p.m. And I had a problem with this because when it's time to like go to someone's house, I don't want to come at 8 p.m. That's late to me. I want to come early and hang out and, get a break from my beautiful, amazing children. And
Yeah.
so everyone knows this. I'm always the earliest. I'm never late, never. And she like gave me some attitude and she's like, don't come. Like, I'm being for real. Do not come early because I have to pick up food and I'm not even going to be ready. And I was like, ew, that's so ugly of her. And because, like, usually, especially if it's her house, like, I'll come and I'll chill like an hour before and just like sit on her couch. And so I like call her and it was like 7:20 and I was like, "Hey, like I'm on my way." And she's like, "Already?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like,
No, it
"Go
was
pick."
like 7, like, oh 07. Like, you were
Oh.
real like, your babysitter came at 7, you left within 5
Oh,
minutes.
yeah. Well, you're also 25 minutes away from me. Like
Yeah.
20, yeah. So she was like, "Can you go pick up the food for me? It's all ready." So she literally told me to go pick up food. So then I end up calling her as I'm closer. She calls me and she's like, "Never mind. My sister got it. I didn't think she was gonna get it." And I was like, "All right, like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna come." I pull up to her house and there are a bunch of cars. And I was like, this mother trucker is so shady. And I could see like her sister's there. I could see like my cousin's car. And I was like, why would she tell me not to come early? And I was so offended, and I was just like, "This loser," I'm just talking crap in my head and everything. I knock on the door, you guys, and it's all my cousins, and Chantel threw me like a baby sprinkle, and I was like,
Stupid.
"What?" And I was genuinely shocked. I literally had a sweater on. We had put it up on our Instagram story, but I literally had a sweater on, like just like looking bummed out and everything. And I was like, "What is this?" And Chantal like had like this dress on, like she was like a suburban housewife, and I was like, "What is this?"
Well, I mean, in
And
my defense, I was the only one that was dressed up, like, no one else really was dressed up.
yeah, no, no, my cousins are not like that. They're just like when we go to someone's house, we do not want to dress up. And it was just the cutest thing. She threw me a little sprinkle.
A lot of people don't know what a sprinkle is. Like, I was, like, hanging out with a couple friends yesterday, and they're like, "What's a sprinkle?" I'm like, "Well,
I feel like our culture doesn't know that, Chantel, because we don't do that, but I feel like, Americans know that.
Okay. But yeah, if you guys don't
Yeah,
know, it's like the thing that you do it after like a second or third or a fourth kid. After like instead of throwing a baby shower, you throw a baby sprinkle. Cause like, yeah, get it?
because basically people oh, you sound like Teresa, get it? People wanna celebrate their child no matter what. I personally, like, with my baby shower, my brother, like, took care of everything. Chantal hosted it, but I wouldn't do a sprinkle myself for, like, my 2nd, my 3rd, my 4th, so, I don't know, I find that to be I don't know. I get, like, you wanna celebrate your baby and stuff, but I don't know, it was really cute. It was just with my cousins, like,
We all
and
brought diapers. I just told everyone bring diapers. It wasn't like a big thing. I'm like, don't bring gifts, just bring a box of diapers. She'll be happy.
that's all I wanted. I have so much this is my 4th kid. I have so much and I've had 2 girls, so I have so much things. I am very, very picky about what I like for my kids' clothes too. So it's like like you don't have to do any of that. Like I always tell people, I'm like, please don't even get me anything. Just like I just want people to like love on my kid and I will be happy. I'm
You
like
guys,
that mom.
I should have ordered a bunch of stuff from Bougie Kids and had Roxanne open it and like took a video of her.
I would have died. That
You
is
would have
just not
died.
my style. It is just not my style. That's why I'm like, please, because a lot of people do. I mean, not a lot, but there are people who do really like that type of style, and it's just like too out there for my personality. So, but yeah, it was really cute, Chantel. Good job.
You're welcome.
It was cute, and I was so happy about the diaper thing because diapers are expensive, and so, like,
I
the
had
fact that
no
I have that many
idea, like, and
diapers.
I, like, went to Target and, like, there was, like, this deal that said, like, buy 2 boxes for and you get $10 gift card. I was like, "Okay, yay," and then I, like, go to the register, it's like $60. I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, they always
How long does that last you?
Eating better is easy with Factor's delicious, ready to eat meals. Every fresh, never frozen meal is chef crafted, dietitian approved, and ready to go in just 2 minutes. You'll have over 35 different options to choose from every week, including Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Also, there are more than 60 add ons to help you stay fueled up and feeling good all day long. What are you waiting for? Get started today and get after your goals. I will say I've used tons of different food services, and this is my favorite because it's convenient and easy, and I don't have to wash a bunch of dishes after I make everything. Factor is the perfect solution if you're looking for fast premium options with no cooking required, no prep, no mess meals. Factor meals are ready to heat and eat, so there's no prepping, cooking, or cleanup needed. Head to factormeals.com/TRH50 and use code TRH50 to get 50% off. That's code TRH50 at factormeals.com/TRH50 to get 50% off.
Addie. Ladies, did you know that one of the most common complaints from women about their sexual health is a frustrating low libido? Our sex drive can decline, but it's also treatable. Addie or flibanserin is FDA approved and has been clinically proven to increase sexual desire in certain premenopausal women who are bothered by a low libido. So if you feel like you've lost your desire and want to get it back, stop falling for the snake oils and ask your doctor about Addie today or go to Addie.com. That's ADDYI.com.
Addie is for premenopausal women with acquired generalized hypoactive sexual desire disorder, HSDD, who have not had problems with low sexual desire in the past, who have low sexual desire no matter the type of sexual activity, the situation, or the sexual partner. The low sexual desire is troubling to them and is not due to a medical or mental health problem, problems in the relationship, or medicine or other drug use. Addie is not for use in men or to enhance sexual performance. Your risk of severe low blood pressure and fainting is increased if you drink 1 to 2 standard alcoholic drinks close in time to your Addie dose. Wait at least 2 hours after drinking before taking Addie at bedtime. Your risk of severe low blood pressure and fainting is also increased if you take certain prescriptions, over-the-counter or herbal medications, or have liver problems. Low blood pressure and fainting can happen when you take Addie even if you don't drink alcohol or take other medicines. Do not take if you are allergic to any of the ingredients in Addie. Allergic reactions may include hives, itching or trouble breathing. Sleepiness, sometimes serious, can occur. Common side effects include dizziness, nausea, tiredness, difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep, and dry mouth. See full PI and medication guide, including box warning at addie.com/PI or call 844-PINK-PILL.
Ask your doctor about Addie today or go to Addie.com. That's ADDYI.com.
Like 2 boxes, like, not the huge boxes, but, like, the 2 boxes, like, I think they come 30 or something?
I don't know, maybe like 2 weeks.
No way.
I don't know. Like even with Jack, because Jack's 1 years old, and I can't wait to start potty training him. He's like ready to, but like him, it's like I have to like right now go and get diapers. I'm like, oh gosh, this is so annoying. So, but I always start potty training as soon as my kid turns 2 because it's just so much easier. And yeah, I have to start potty training him. But anyways, enough of the kid talk. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
guys. Oh wait, but I am going into labor. I have 1 more week, so just so that you guys are aware. So,
So crazy, so wish her all the best.
yeah, prayers, please. Positive vibes and prayers. That's all that we ask for. So, on today's episode, we are going to be touching on hot topics of the week from the last week, just like things that have been really controversial too. But Chantal, before we do that, did you watch The Valley?
Not yet, but I will. Did you watch it?
No. Yeah, I really liked it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. I actually liked it. It was weird. So, by the way, guys, I'm not watching Vanderpump Rules. I mean, at least I haven't watched the last 3 episodes. I just am not really into it right now. So, it's not like something that I'm rushing. I told you guys how I watched Traders Australia, or me UK, and now I'm watching Traders Australia.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I know. So, but I'm not, I don't know. Are you watching Vanderpump Rules?
No, I actually am not because, like, the last time I tried to watch it, like, it was, like, 2 weeks ago, and I was, like, in the hotel room and, like, I was dying bored of it, and I'm like, "This is not okay."
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not watching it, but I did watch like the way they did it was like how when on Beverly Hills, remember when Sheena was talking to Brandy Glanville and then they like they made it into like Vanderpump Rules. It was like the
Oh,
same
like they
episode.
force yeah, like they force somebody to come in and then like yeah, I
And
got
it just
it.
like dives into whatever. They did that with Summer House too. So Jax was like talking to Sandoval and Schwartz and Brock, and then it went into the Valley.
Okay.
So yeah, and I really like it because it's just I don't know, I do feel like there's realness to it. There's a girl, I think her name was Naya or Nia, and again, I follow her on social media because she's like an influencer. She was like Miss USA, and I feel like she's gonna have a really hard time on the show because she is 6 weeks postpartum, which is crazy. Jax, like, he ends up taking her husband's shorts off, like, while they're taking a picture, and she's bawling, like, she does not find that funny. She's like, "We're on camera, like, why would you do that?" And she's bawling, and I was like, she's also 6 weeks postpartum, so to, like, film a show 6 weeks postpartum is crazy to me.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, definitely watch it. I think people will like it more than they like Vanderpump Rules. Let us know if you want us to recap it. We're gonna obviously recap Summer House, but I thought it was really, really good, and, I wanna know what you guys think.
I'm
Um
excited to get a new show in, so we'll
yeah,
see.
exactly. So one of the hot topics I wanted to go over is that Mauricio, there's so much with like Mauricio Umansky because his show is coming on Netflix. So he's been doing a lot of interviews. So he recently, and you can go on allaboutcarriage.com because it's there too, but he responded to Kyle Richards claiming that she lost trust in him. And what do you think that he like owned that?
No, definitely he didn't.
Yeah, you know what he said? And when he was answering this, he was with his daughter, so it's awkward. He's like, I don't know what that is. He says, all I can tell you is that at the end of the day, we were married for 29 years. We met when we were kids. I think we've been open and honest, and I think people need to quit looking for what I always say, tits on an ant. I don't get that. Tits on an ant.
He said tits on an ant.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's like we're like looking for such small like pieces and like things to
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. He also addressed criticism that his and Kyle's separation is being detailed on Buying Beverly Hills instead of Real Housewives. And he says, that's not fair. The Housewives is a completely different dynamic. I'm working with these three girls all day long. I spend so much time and so many hours with them. So not only am I working with them, but I'm also seeing them at home. And so the conversations that are happening are totally different. He said the timing was just different, particularly in our situation. We were in the middle of rolling when all this stuff happened with Kyle and I, and the news broke. The discussions we were having, Housewives really wasn't. So, not super fair for people to say that about the Housewives, in my opinion. For me, though, the Housewives is following it's like seven girls.
Yeah, and this is just like straight up about them and
His
like
his business.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so
So
like you
I'm
really
like,
need they really
what?
need to yeah, they really need to fill up a lot of stuff. I agree with him like
Right.
that they're two different shows. So like everyone just needs to like pipe down. It's fine.
Right. Yeah.
Like we're gonna get the information no matter what. So
I
I'm
know. I
chilling.
don't yeah, exactly. I don't think it's a big deal. I think at the end of the day, the Housewives, it's not Kyle Richards' show. It's not surrounded about Kyle, like how Mauricio's agency is. This is his like business. This is what he built. This is completely different. So if it does show more, I mean, it kind of makes sense too. But the timing, like he's saying, is accurate.
Mhm.
Um, and then he responded to Paris Hilton publicly slamming him after, he called out her dad, Rick Hilton. And, she said that she was tired of Mauricio using him and stuff. And he said, look, it's sad that she got so upset about that. But at the end of the day, it's two businessmen making two business decisions. I felt like I deserved something. I asked for something. He didn't want to do it. And then I chose to go off on my own. I wanted to take care of my family. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to go forward. I wanted to do the most I could. And at the end of the day, I made the decision to just go forward with this thing. There's certainly no bad blood on my side.
Oh, okay. He's very well spoken sometimes.
I mean, he's always well spoken.
Yeah, no, I know, but like in these situations, like he does such a good job with that. I agree with him. I don't know, you guys. I'm just like on, Mauricio's like side when it comes to this and the Rick Hilton stuff and the Paris stuff. I think what he did was okay. I don't think it was backstabbing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm completely Team Mauricio here. I think you have to think about your family at the end of the day, and business is business. Like, if he was working corporate or anything, it would be the same decision. You're not going to just stay somewhere because that's like my brother-in-law. But I know, again, people are like, well, he took his team and, whatever. But
But
I
at the
mean,
end of the day, it was his team.
anyone would do it. Anyone would do it. If your husband right now it knows like his potential and he's like, I could potentially grow this and make so much more money, or do I just stay with Rick and give my loyalty to him even though he's not giving me more? Like, what the hell are you going to tell your husband to do?
No, because literally, you guys, like, if we die, like, that they're gonna fulfill that position in 2 seconds. Like, they're gonna
Everyone's
be
replaceable.
yeah, exactly. Especially when it comes to that kind of stuff. So it's like, do what you need to do to take care of yourself and your family.
Yeah.
Obviously, like with respect, you can't be like crazy, but
Yeah. So,
I wanted to talk about like so like speaking of when we were speaking of the valley, you know how I think you guys posted on your Twitter and your Instagram and your website, but Jax was on E News with Brittany and Kristen Doty, and the interviewer at E News, she was going straight in. She's like, listen, these are the rumors of you two, that he cheated, that this happened. And she's like,
that you're
this is
doing this for publicity,
yeah,
for the ratings of the Valley.
yeah, that you're doing this for the publicity, the ratings. And so like, tell us the truth. And like, it was crazy. Like, Brittany says something, and I'll tell you what she said. But like, Jax's demeanor was so off. You watched it, right?
Yeah, I watched it.
What do you think? Do you think he really is like, it's like all Brittany doing this, and he's so pissed? Like, he was so off.
Well, what did Brittany say? Like, say what Brittany
So
said.
Brittany was basically saying, I'm paraphrasing. I'm not saying it word from word unless you have it for word. But she basically was saying that they were fighting so much, and it got to a point where it was too much and it was too toxic for their son, that she just decided to move, and she's been out since like January.
Yeah,
And
she's been in Airbnb since January 24th.
yeah, and she said that it took Instagram, like when she was posting stories, for people to kind of connect the dots and start like having rumors, so that they finally came out with it. But she just said that, like, their main focus is their son, and they just want, happiness for their son, and the environment they were in, which was fighting a lot, was too much for them. And she said he didn't cheat on her, and she didn't address the ratings, but she was basically like, you could tell it's a real thing. Like, they clearly have problems, but
I agree. I don't think
yeah.
this is for publicity at all. I do think like what your marriage is tested when you have kids. And even the fact that like she is the type who says, I've been destined to be a mom and I want to have more kids. And he's like, no, that tells you something that, because I don't know how much tension this kid has caused, or, we see in the previews of the Valley of her saying like, he's not attracted to me. We don't have sex, which is crazy because I did like a rewatch of Vanderpump Rules, and Jax was obviously he's a very sexual person. Like, that's all he was doing, was wanting to have sex with Brittany and everything. And you can tell that Brittany is a little bit insecure, which I feel bad for, but she's such a great person. I don't think this is happening for the show at all. I think that, you know, it's hard with little kids, and you have to like either figure it out and you grow your family, or some people just really really struggle once a kid comes in the picture and you have to like grow up and it's not about you anymore. Like, it's about
Yeah.
your kid and your spouse.
Yeah, no, I felt bad, honestly, when I was watching. I was like, wow, they really are like,
I mean, it's
they're
crazy they're doing an interview together. I mean, Kristen was in the middle of it, but they
yeah.
were doing an interview together when this is happening.
Well, I think that's probably a good thing sometimes then, because that means like they do have an open line of communication, especially for their son probably, and that they're trying, but I don't
Look
see
how
them.
she moved out, by the way. Like, look how she's been in an Airbnb.
And I think I think you could tell that like Jackson butthurt about it.
Yeah, but you could also tell Jax was like, "I'm not leaving." So she
Yeah.
like left and she's like putting her foot down. Like, damn these people. So she's like, "I will leave." I don't know.
It's funny. It's because like started watching House of Villains too, and like Jax was on first season, and like it is funny how he literally was making it to everyone like how much money that him and Brittany make, and you do forget. So like, good for her. She like has her own money, so she's probably like, bye.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah. What episode are you on House of Villains?
Like 3.
It's good. It's like corny though.
Yeah, very corny.
Yeah, but it's still good. I actually like when like the first few episodes I was like because Traders is so serious and this was like a little bit corny, but I was like I kind of like this. Like I think it's funny and there's just so many like different characters in it. So I don't know, I enjoyed watching it. Like I wanted to finish it right away. Uh, Another hot topic that we had, this is super controversial. Candace Dillard from Potomac says that she's afraid to have light-skinned children. So she was on a podcast and she said, I do have a fear of having light-skinned children. I want my kids to be brown, but they're probably not going to be brown. And I'm like becoming okay with it, but I want my kids to be brown. But if they're not, it's fine. Uh, you know, she's like, whatever happens, happens. But I didn't think about that when I was falling in love. Like, oh, this is my husband. Oh, wait, I'm gonna have these swirly babies. Uh, and it is a little bit awkward because she has stepkids, and like you have these stepkids who are white, right? So
Yeah.
it is a little bit of awkward. She's getting a lot of heat for this. What do you think about these comments?
Yeah, because I think like, it's like kind of like one of those things where a baby's a blessing, and it's like going really ham and saying like I don't want my baby to have curly hair. Like I mean, it's like obviously this is a way different race, but like I think it's like you get what you get and you should be happy and you're gonna love your child either way. And it's weird that you're saying that you're scared of that to me.
My thing with it is your kid is going to grow up one day. Let's say you have this kid, and let's say they are light skin, and your kid sees this. They're gonna like grow up with issues.
And I think like when she does have a kid and it is light skin, I feel like she truly is not going to care. Like she's going to see like what the love does for her. But it's just weird that she would come out and say that.
Yeah, some people commented and said, "Hello, you married a white man. What are you thinking?"
Yeah.
And a lot of people were just saying that. Then another person said she really has deep-rooted issues with light-skinned women and she needs to deal with that shit ASAP. Another person said she's obsessed with skin color. She takes it out on Giselle Robin, makes ridiculous statements like this. She says the most colorist, racist statements and feels completely justified in doing so.
I think the
And
only
yeah.
thing that I could see that I would feel bad is like let's say she does have a really like like white light skinned baby and it's like white or something and then she's when you're out in the streets or whatever like people are cruel and racist these days so it's like I'm sure she'll get looks so maybe that's what she's not wanting but like
Yeah,
who
I don't
cares
know. There's some
there's
things
so
that
many
you
there's so many
just
mixed
listen, there's some things you don't say out loud, okay?
yeah.
And that's definitely I don't know what she thought she was gonna get by saying that. I really don't. It's so
Maybe she thought she was
awkward.
being so real or something.
Yeah. I don't know. So a lot of you guys wanted us to address the Kate Middleton drama that's happening. I
Oh
feel like
my
Chantel does not
gosh.
follow that stuff.
Well, no, I'm just not on TikTok, but like I know pop culture. So like I know that people are like, where's Kate? I know there's like this thing going around saying like, where's Kate Middleton? And I mean, all I know is that like, didn't she have a surgery and like they said like chill
Yeah,
down?
like I
Like
don't
everyone
get it, you
chill.
guys. At the end of the day, so she said, I'm having abdominal surgery. I will not be making any public appearances until after Easter. Y'all, it's not Easter yet. So everyone started panicking. I swear, Twitter is by far the craziest place ever. There's just so many crazies there. And on Twitter, people are saying like people are making it like William's cheating on her and that's why she's hiding. Some people were saying she's got like a BBL.
Oh my Lanta, a
Yeah,
BBL.
can you
Kate
imagine her with a
Middleton.
BBL? Yeah, like, oh my gosh. I almost feel like they should have never made a statement and said anything, and then she just didn't come to but I guess, like, no matter what, people would speculate, but maybe her and William both took a seat back around this
Well,
time.
maybe they need to come out with another statement and like shut it down. Like they like I low key like I the what is it whatever they're called they're like shadies like they like love this
The
stuff.
Royals.
Yeah.
I don't think they love this stuff. I think that they, like, panic and freak out that this is, like,
No, they have
happening
a
and
well, no, they have a straight up full on PR team, like media team
Yeah,
that
of
like lives on
course.
campus. Yeah, so it's like it's
Yeah,
not
they
that
all
hard to like
do.
yeah, it's not that hard to just be like, you guys, she's fine after her surgery, she's good, she's here.
Yeah. No, 100%. One of our listeners asked, "Why does Melissa claim that she's been on the show for 14 seasons? She started season 3." M Because no one corrects Melissa. Because anyone
Joey
who
does
asks
that.
She always does that. She's done that from the beginning. It's so scary. In her head, she believes that she's been on the show for 14 seasons and no one challenges her. No one questions her. So I've always said this. The one thing about Melissa is like she says things and when she says it, she feels like it's the truth. And I don't blame her because no one questions her. No one challenges her. No one says, well, that's not accurate. So, if no one's saying that's not accurate except like us people, like then she's like, oh, I can continue to do that.
And she does that a lot. So
Yeah. You guys asked about the Potomac fight that happened. I think I'm watching Potomac. Chantel's like not watching anything, basically, is where I'm gathering. Because are you even watching Married to Medicine? Because people are asking us about that too.
I haven't finished Married to Medicine, but I did catch up on Potomac. Not like fully. Like I think I only have like 2 episodes left.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
so with Potomac, this isn't going to be popular, you guys, but I am just not Team Wendy or Candace right now. I'm just not. Giselle was out there celebrating an accomplishment, and you can tell she's not herself. Her dad is going through something, and Wendy is a very spiteful person. And it's so crazy because I am seeing, like, people saying that Potomac fans are very intense, and then people are like, no, they're not like Jersey. So they're like, I guess people are just very intense when it comes to like each person. So I don't know. I'm sorry, this is probably not popular, but I was not okay with how Wendy acted on the last episode at all. I mean, I'm not okay with how Wendy acted at all this season. I am not Team Wendy at all. And I felt really, really, which is very shocking that I would feel bad for Giselle because usually she's not my favorite, but I'm like, she's not my favorite today. But I'm just saying, I feel like she's not done anything wrong too much, like in the last episode to get what she got.
Yeah. I mean, I want to see what happens, but I feel like I'm gonna agree with you a little bit.
Married to
I feel like
Medicine
we
was
should be on the
so
same
good, by the
page.
way. Yeah.
I
They
can't wait
brought
to watch it.
Apollo. Yeah, they brought Apollo at the reunion. I know you guys are asking us thoughts on Married to Medicine. They brought Apollo at the reunion, and it's funny because Phaedra does not talk to Apollo's husband or wife, and but she wanted to show the world like the one thing about Phaedra is she does get defensive. So when you like question her, like she gets defensive when it comes to like Apollo and all that stuff. So I think she wanted to show a united front that we are good because in one of the episodes, Toya questions, where's Apollo at their kid's birthday? But, they talk about co-parenting and getting better, but Phaedra says, like, she never wants a relationship with his wife. And I find that so funny, but I get it.
Yeah. I think like there's phases, like I'm sure she's in that phase, and then one day if like that wife is still there for a while, then maybe they will be cool, There's gonna be so many things that they're gonna have to go through for the son.
Yeah. Well, yeah, both are boys. Someone asked, would Bravo survive without Andy? All these wives trying to take him down.
I think Bravo would survive, but you guys, I don't think like the grass is not always green on the other side. So it's like let's just keep him. Let's just keep who we have.
Right. He is, I mean, we watch so many shows, like the way he carries a reunion is, even though sometimes like he does piss me off because I'm like, oh my gosh, you didn't question this person enough. But Chantal, like when we would watch the challenge on MTV and the people or like Real World and the people that would host the reunions, it would be so cringe. They didn't even know what was happening, what was going on. They'd never ask the questions we wanted them to ask. So I just feel like Andy does do a really great job with that stuff.
Oh, 100%. And like it's just like I get excited sometimes to watch a reunion because of him too, So it's like
Yeah.
he is the face. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think like we all need to take a step back and just like lay off.
Right. Another person asked us, how would you cast the next Potomac season? I would bring back Monique. That is one thing I would do no matter what,
I
is
would
bring
love
back
to.
Monique. Yeah. She deserves to come back. I would bring her back in 2
The one thing
seconds.
about Potomac that I've always loved is like, the OGs have been there for a while, and I still think they should stay, even though sometimes it might feel stale. Like this season I has been better than the last season before. But like I don't like Wendy. I never did. So like bye, she can leave. And
Yeah.
I still want Ashley, I still want Karen, I still want honestly Robin can leave too. So like we can take away that girl.
Yeah, Robin to me I would not, there would never be a thing where she is an
Yeah.
OG, but I would never be like, I'm really sad Robin's not in
Yeah,
here.
so, like, honestly, like, Wendy and Robin can go, and they can bring back Monique, and they can bring back or they can cast one new girl,
Yeah.
and they can give NECA another try.
Exactly. I agree with all that. Any other hot topics you want to cover, Chantel?
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's what we have for hot topics. We will be recapping Summer House. We love Summer House. And if you are looking for a show, do watch Summer House. Do a rewatch. Watch while you're doing your chores, like how I do, because it is so good. We have a lot to look forward to. Obviously, New Jersey's coming back beginning of May, so we're super excited. I mean, it's only March right now. Wow,
I
I
know what
didn't.
else. What else is there? Because we really don't have much shows.
It's just gonna be Valley, Summer House, so I feel like we should start recap. Let us know though if you guys are watching the Valley, but we should recap Valley, Summer House, and do
I
like the
still
hot
think we
topics
should recap.
episode.
I still think we should recap Valley the first episode because that might make people want to watch it. Like hearing our comments and stuff like that, then they might want to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I think Chantal could definitely catch up on Potomac because at this point we could recap Potomac too.
Oh yeah, what the reunion? The reunion just happened. Like
Well, no, it didn't just happen, but they
just
just
filmed.
they no, it didn't just happen, but they just shared the looks from the reunion.
Okay, that's
And
what I saw.
I loved well, I know Chantal, you like talking about it once we.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I mean, are you gonna watch the reunion, Mama?
Yeah, of
Like,
course. Yeah,
okay, so
like I can not watch a whole season, and you bet my ass I'm still gonna watch a reunion, just like Vanderpump Rules. Like I would watch that reunion all day.
yeah. And I heard that the reunion was stale for Vanderpump Rules. They did just finish that.
Wow.
Yeah, and I heard it was stale. This is a bad season. I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
I think they got way too excited.
Yeah, they really did. They got carried away. They got excited from all the hype. I mean, the ratings are still killing it, so it is what it is. But I'm just like, I am so bored watching Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Well, thank you
Bye,
guys so much
guys.
for listening. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Chris Frangiola, and I'm the host of your new favorite podcast, Cover to Cover. Each week on Cover to Cover, I scour the world's newspapers to bring you the craziest stories in fashion, music, pop culture, food, you name it, we give you the comedy angle on all of it. If this sounds up your alley, listen to Cover on the iHeart app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.